Dear students, welcome to Learning Management System, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. The subject is Analog Electronics, Unit number 4, Rectifiers, Filters and Regulators. This is the session number 27. Myself, Mohan Kumar Elmar, lecturer, HMS Polytechnic, Government Aided, Tumkur. The topics that are to be covered in this session are rectifiers definition, construction and working of half-wave rectifier, efficiency, ripple factor, and PIV half-wave rectifiers. Before going for today's session, let me have some quick recap over a previous session. In previous session, we had a discussion on regulated power supply block diagram and its applications. The regulated power supply block diagram consists of various stages. The first stage is it consists of the transformer, rectifiers, filters, and regulator circuits, and also the load circuit. Here, the input of the transformer is of sinusoidal waveform and it is AC, that is 230 volts 50 hertz supply. The input of the AC is given to the primary winding of the transformer, that is having the primary winding of the transformer consists of N1 turns and the secondary winding of the transformer consists of N2 turns. The secondary winding of the transformer is given to the output of the secondary winding of the transformer is given to the rectifier. Here, the transformer that is used is the step down transformer. It gives the step down output. This output of the transformer is given to the rectifier circuit. The rectifier is a device which actually converts the AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage. Pulsating DC voltage means it consists of ripples in it. Ripples is nothing but AC voltage. Here, the rectifier, after getting the output of a rectifier, and it is given to the filter circuit. In filter circuits, it smoothens the rectifier output. That is, it smoothens the ripples which is present in the pulsating DC voltage, and it is given to the regulator circuits. Regulator is a device which maintains the constant output voltage irrespective of any changes in the load current as well as the input voltage. Here, it further smoothens the output voltage and gives a constant output voltage, and it is given to the load. Here, this whole circuit, which gives the input supply voltage to constant output DC voltage. Here, we know the applications of RPS. RPS means regulated power supply. The RPS are used in power adapters, various amplifiers and oscillator circuits, and also in computers. The RPS means regulated power supplies are being used. This is about previous class. Let me come for today's class, that is rectifiers. Rectifiers means it is a device which converts AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage using one or more PN junction diodes. Andre rectifiers andre it is a electronic device. The electronic device ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it converts AC voltage to pulsating DC voltage. ಅಂದ್ರೆ AC voltage ನ pulsating DC voltage ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ one or by using one or more PN junction diode. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು PN junction diodes ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು AC voltage ನ pulsating DC voltage ಆಗಿ rectifiers convert ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So depending upon the number of diodes used in the rectifiers are classified as half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಯೋಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಅದ್ರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈಯರ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ ವೇವ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಡಯೋಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫುಲ್ ವೇವ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಡಯೋಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಿಫೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಡಯೋಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ the construction, it purely depends on the number of diodes which are present in the rectifier circuits. In half wave rectifiers, only one diodes are used. In full wave rectifiers, the two diodes are being used, and in bridge rectifiers, four diodes are used. Let us go for construction part of a rectifier. Here, the construction of a rectifiers, we are using PN junction diode. This is the PN junction diode and PN junction diode, and this is the load resistance RL. And also we are using the primary, we are using a transformer. It consists of primary winding and secondary winding. These are the three elements which are used in the construction of rectifiers, that is half wave rectifiers. This rectifier circuit consists of resistive load, PN junction diode, and AC voltage source. This is the AC voltage source which is given to the primary winding of the transformer, and the output of the transformer is given to the diode rectifier. This PN junction diode, it acts as a rectifier here. To get the desired DC voltage across the load, the AC voltage is applied to the step-down transformer with necessary turns ratio. Here, in order to get the desired output DC voltage across the load, the AC voltage is applied to the step-down transformer with necessary turns ratio. Andre, desired output voltage na obtain ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ input AC voltage na primary winding of transformers ಗೆ apply ಮಾಡಿ. So ಈ primary winding of transformer ಅದು AC input supply ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So ಅದು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ನ. ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ AC ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 230 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿ 20 volts 30 volts ಗೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Hence we are using here a transformer as step down transformer. Here this is the terminals, that is terminal A, and here this is the terminal B. This is terminal A and this is terminal B. This is diode rectifier D. I andre current that is flowing through the circuit. RL andre load resistance. Here we are giving input AC voltage and we are getting output pulsating DC output. Here we are getting pulsating DC output. Pulsating means here we are getting DC output. In that we are having some AC content, that is nothing but your ripples. Hence we are calling this as pulsating DC output. I means current, D means diode, RL means load resistor, T means transformers. Plus sign indicates the positive half cycle, minus sign indicates the negative half cycle. Here this is the positive half cycle and this one is the negative half cycle. The input of the half wave rectifier is a sinusoidal in nature, and that is given by ES is equal to ESM sin omega t. ES means the input of a transformer, output of the transformer is the input of the rectifier. Here the output of the transformer is ES, that is secondary voltage, that is equal to ESM. ESM means maximum output voltage of the transformer, that is sin omega t. Omega means 2 pi f. If N1 are the primary windings of transformer and N2 are the secondary windings of transformer, N1 is the number of turns which are present in the primary side. N2 are the number of turns which are present in the secondary side. EPM is the peak value of primary voltage and ESM is the peak value, maximum value of secondary side. Therefore, N2 by N1 is equal to ESM divided by EPM. Let us go for the operation of half wave rectifier. Here, during positive half cycle, this is the positive half cycle. Here, this is the positive half cycle. During this positive half cycle, the input of the AC voltage, in that the terminal A becomes positive. This is the terminal A. Here, the terminal A. This terminal becomes positive, and the terminal B becomes negative. Here, the terminal B becomes negative. Hence, the diode is said to be under forward biasing. In positive off cycle, the input voltage, for the input voltage, terminal A becomes positive and terminal B becomes negative, and the diode is said to be forward biased. Hence, the current flow in clockwise direction. Here, this is the positive half cycle. During this positive half cycle, the terminal A becomes, this terminal becomes positive. Here, when the input is positive, the terminal A becomes positive, the terminal B becomes negative. Hence, the diode is said to be under forward bias. Hence, the current flow in clockwise direction. This is the output which we are getting. And during negative half cycle of the input AC voltage, this terminal A becomes negative and terminal B becomes positive. Hence, there is no current flows through the circuit because the diode is said to be under reverse bias condition. This is the negative voltage which we are applying here. When we apply the negative pulse here, this terminal A becomes negative and terminal B becomes positive. Hence, the diode is said to be under reverse bias condition. Hence, there is no current flows in the negative half cycle. Here, there is no current flows in the negative half cycle. In negative half cycle, there is no current flows through the circuit. The peak value of load current is given by Im is equal to ESM divided by Rf plus RL. Rf means forward resistance of the diode. RL means load resistance of the diode. Let us go for rectifier efficiency. The efficiency is defined as the ratio of output DC to the input AC of the rectifier. Here, the efficiency is defined as it is the ratio of DC output power to the AC input power, that is given by PDC divided by PAC. This is the equation for rectifier, that is efficiency is equal to PDC divided by PAC, that is PDC means I square DC RL divided by I square RMS into RL plus RF. IDC, again if you substitute this value here, IDC divided by Im by root 2, which is equal to 4 square, that is RL divided by RL plus RF. Im divided by pi whole square divided by Im by 2 whole square, that is RL divided by RL plus RF. Therefore, after simplification, we're going to get 0.406 RL divided by RL plus RF, that is equal to 40.6 divided by 1 plus RL RF divided by RL. Therefore, efficiency of rectifier is given by 40.6. This is the efficiency of the half wave rectifier, that is equal to 40.6. Okay, ripple factor for the half wave rectifier. We know that ripple means the amount of AC content which is present in the output of the DC component, which is obtaining from rectifier. Ripple factor is defined as it is the ratio of RMS value of AC component to the average or DC output value. We know that mathematically the ripple factor is expressed by a factor called ripple factor. The amount of AC content which is present in the output of the DC, that is pulsating DC, that factor is called ripple, and the fact mathematically we can express by a factor called gamma, that is equal to root of IRMS divided by IDC whole square minus of 1. For half wave rectifier, IRMS is equal to IM by 2, IDC is equal to IM by pi. If you simplify this, IM, if you substitute here, IRMS is equal to IM by 2, IDC is equal to IM by pi. We are going to get pi square by 4 minus of 1, root of pi square by 4 minus 1, that is equal to root of 1.464, that is equal to gamma is equal to 1.211. This is the ripple factor of half wave rectifier. And peak inverse voltage, that is PIV rating of the diode. Peak inverse voltage means the maximum voltage of a diode can withstand in the reverse bias condition, or the maximum voltage that the non-conducting diode can withstand is called peak inverse voltage, that is nothing but PIV. The peak inverse voltage PIV for a bridge rectifier is given by PIV is equal to PS maximum. Okay, at the end of this session, the students will be able to understand the rectifier's definition, construction on working of half wave rectifier, efficiency, ripple factor, and PIV of half wave rectifier. Okay, let us go for MCQ, that is multiple choice questions. Which rectifiers requires one diode? We know that. Which is that? The options that are given are first one, that is A, half wave rectifier, second one, full wave rectifier, third one, full wave bridge rectifier, fourth one, voltage quadruple. We know that the answer is, that is nothing but half wave rectifier, that is option number A. Answer is option number A. It requires only one diode for construction. The ripple factor of half wave rectifiers is, you know that, what is the ripple factor of half wave rectifier? The options that are given, first one, that is 1.414, second one is 1.21, option C is 1.3, and option D is 0.48. Let me check the answer. Obviously it is 1.21. Answer is B. And let me move on for third question. The efficiency of half wave rectifiers is, options that are given is option A 50%, option B 81.2%, option C 40.6%, option D 45.3%. You know that the efficiency of half wave rectifier is option C, that is 40.6%. The answer is C, that is 40.6%. Fourth question, let me move on to fourth question, that is half wave rectifier. In half wave rectifier, the load current flows. Option that are given is complete cycle of input signal. Option B, less than half cycle of input signal. Option C, more than half cycle but less than complete cycle of input signal. Option D, only for the positive half cycle of input signal. Here the option is D. We know that only for the positive half cycle of the input signal, the diode will conduct. For the negative half cycle, it won't conduct, because in positive half cycle, it is the diode is said to be under forward bias condition, and it conducts. In negative half cycle, the diode is said to be in reverse bias condition and there is no conduction takes place. Hence, here we are getting answer as option D, that is only for positive half cycle of input signal. The last question is fifth one. The DC output polarity from a half wave rectifier can be reversed by reversing. The options that are given are the diode, option A, the diode, option B, transformer primary, option C, transformer secondary, option D, both B and C. Let me check the answer. That is option A, diode. This is all about today's session. Hope you all understood well. This is our team. Thank you all. Thank you.